Good day. This program is a menu base that explains the following linked list operations. In this case, we have a doubly linked list that has an additional pointer known as a previous pointer in its nodes apart from the data part, and the next pointer as in the singly linked list. So in the node class, here for doubly linked list, I have a previous and next are pointers to the previous and next elements of the node respectively. And the item is the actual element that is stored in the node. And also I have a constructor, a node constructor with the parameters which is used to initialize the attributes. Next is the doubly linked list operations class here that have a data fields which is the head and tail that is set to null, and the constructor, the doubly linked list operations constructor with parameters, the the is empty method which is boolean that returns if it's true or false. And also I have a doubly linked list operations like first is the print head which is display the first item in the list. Next is the print tail, which is display the last item in the list. Here, I have three ways to insert a new node. First is the add first or add to head, that is adding a new node to the beginning of the list. Next is the add end or add to tail, that is adding a new node to the end of the list. And lastly, in inserting a node, which is the insert after, that is adding a new node after the target item in the list. And also, I have three ways to delete or remove a node. First is remove from head, which is removing the first node from the list. Next is the remove from tail, that is removing the last node from the list. And lastly is the delete node, which is to remove a specific node from the list. Next is the search node, which is or that display the location of the search item in the list. Next is the print forward, that is or to display the item on the list in forward direction. And lastly, this doubly linked list operations is the print backward, that display the items on the list in backward direction. So now we go to the main method, which is the doubly linked list. Here we create a object of doubly linked list operations, which is the list. And here is to perform the list operations, which is I use switch statement here to select one of many code blocks of the doubly linked list operations to be executed. So now we run the program here. So first I want to add a 4 values at the beginning of the list. So at the choices 1, which is the 4 values are 10, 20, 30, and 40. So the four values are inserted successfully. So I want to display the elements which is in the 10 choices. So here. So the printing forward is 40, 30, 20, and 10. Now I want to add a two values at the end of the list. So which is in the choices 2, choice 2. Here I want to add 5 and 0. So it is inserted successfully. Then I want to display here. So the 5 and 0 are inserted at the end of the list. So now I want to add a new node after the target item in the list, which is in the three choices. So 3. So enter the target item. I want 50. Then to be inserted is 15. So the result is the target item 50 is not on the list because the target item is not on the list, and so the 15 is not inserted at the list. So I want to add a new node. So enter target item, which is 20, is on the list. Then to be inserted is also the same 15. So now it is inserted successfully because the 20 is on the list. So I want to display here. So the 15 is inserted after the target item, which is 20. So now I want to display the first element of the list, which is in the choices 7. So the head is 40, and now I want to display the tail, or at the end of the list, or the last element of the list, which is in the 8 choices. So the tail is 0, which is very true. So now I want to display the elements in backward direction, which is in the 11 choices. So here the backward direction is the reverse of the printing forward, which is 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40. Now I want to remove an item at the beginning of the list, which is in the choices 4. So it says that remove successfully. So I want to display the new item. So here the 40, which is the head in the last element or the past element, which is removed. And now the new head, which is 30. Now I want to delete or remove item an item at the last element or at the end, which is in 6 choices. So the oh uh I click the 6 choices, which is the remove a specific node from the list. So I want to remove a or delete a mm, 25. So the item 25 is not on the list, which is very true. So I want to delete the 20 item. So it says that it removes successfully. So I want to display an output. So the output is 30, 15, 10, 5, and 0. So here, the 20, the between the 30 and 15 in the path element are or is removed, and I want to remove a element or an element at the end of the list, which is the choices 5, and it removes successfully. So I want to display. So the here the element or the path elements of the list is 0. So it removed here. So the new item, the new tail is 5. So I want to display or in a backward direction, which is 11. So here, the 5, 10, 15, and 30. Then I want to search an element which is in the choices 9 here. So enter integer element to search. I want 20. So node 20 is not present in the list because I removed it. So I want to search again. So I want to search 10. So here the result is node 10 is present in the list at the position 3. So now I use the all operations. So I want to exit, and here the end. That's all about the doubly linked list operations, and I hope you enjoy and learn something about this video. Goodbye and have a nice day.